up, you guys? So how are you guys doing? We're going to do some tarot readings tonight. Please read the description below because it will explain everything, how you can get a reading, and also how you can be entered into the raffle. We are still doing the raffle. So the prize is a free 30-minute reading. We're going to do it over video chat, you know, FaceTime, Skype, Duo, whatever we can make happen, whatever works best for you. So we'll schedule that. The winner will be revealed next week. So stay tuned for that. We are still adding people to this raffle, okay? So you can still be one of those people who wins this raffle, you guys. You can still get into this raffle. So I'm just gonna get these cards set up here. Think about it. Also, excuse me. I kind of had the cold the last few days, so a cold the last few days, so sorry if my voice is kind of crackly. Check out the description though, because there is new stuff in there, you guys, that is important for you to see. All the information you need to get a reading, of course, is there. Okay, so let's start out with the three first people that are here. RT, Precious X, and Sunny Joe. Nice. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this. If you're new, you don't know this, so welcome. If you are one of the first three people here at the live, then you get a free reading, and that's going to be for as long as, you know, I haven't decided when I'm going to stop doing that. I think I'm going to do it from now on. So you can do that next time, the time after that. It's always going to be a thing. So as far as I could see. So that's why these first three people that were here and they posted in the chat, they're going to get a free reading, and we're going to start with them first until we get a donation, and then we'll go with the donations and we'll work from there, okay? Donations always take priority, of course. And tonight, just getting a reading will get you a single entry into the raffle, but if you donate, and you can see the chart below, the, you know, different options you have in the price amounts and everything, but you can get basically a double entry or a triple entry for the price of one entry. So that's really cool. So that means you'll get your name in the raffle 2 times because you donated once, or 3 times because you donated once, just depending on the amount that you donate. Okay, so again, all the information for that is below. So please check that out if you're interested in that. And let's start off with RT. What's your question? Let me say hi to you guys. Hi, Julie. Hi, Sunny Joe. Precious X. Shirley. Aditi. And Olive. Hey. Don't do it. You just get a pen really quick. And I almost forgot the raffle jar. That wouldn't have been good. So got that. Got our pen. Now let's begin. Let me put you guys in the raffle first of all. How are you guys doing tonight? Starting a little early tonight. We'll see how this goes. Usually my good hour is like anywhere past 11 p.m. good hour meaning there's a lot of people that come on and join. So we'll see how many are here tonight at this early hour. Testing it. Oh, this pen's kind of weird, but... Okay. So RT, Precious X, and Sunny Joe. I can read it, so as long as I can read it and I know what it says, then you can win still. Don't worry if you can't read that. It's all good. Only matters if I can. So, we're going to start with RT. Please post your question, love. And you probably have already. Waiting on me. But we'll see right now. And Precious X and Sunny Joe, if you guys could just kind of like, you know, keep up with us and post yours whenever whenever we're done with the first and the second, you know, just post it after that so that I can see it at that time. That would be very helpful. Okay, so posted. How are you, dear? I'm great. Thank you for asking. Will Diwakar, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but give me commitment for till February or March. Okay. So you want to know if in February or March or until that time? Like, what exactly are you asking? You said you want to know, will they give you commitment until February or March? That would be kind of an odd request. But just please rephrase for me really quick so I'm just to clarify exactly what it is that you want to know. Okay. Julie, check out the description below because there's not really a list that I do unless, you know, a lot of people at once are like waiting because they've donated, then that's what we'll do. But check out the description because it explains all of that stuff, okay? So if you read that, then there shouldn't be any question really. If there is though at that time, definitely ask me and I'll definitely answer for you. RT, I just need to know what exactly, can you rephrase the question please? I need to know, you want to know if they'll give you a commitment until February or in February or March? I mean, what exactly are you asking? I don't want to get that, I don't want to fuck that up, yes, and not really be asking the question that you're wanting to know. Reconnected. Whoop whoop. Okay, we're back. So, okay, so you're wanting to know in March. You're wanting to know if they're going to make a commitment to you in March or until, like, from now to March. from now until March. You want to know if they're going to last that long with you, if they're going to like stick it out till March with you, or you're wanting to know if they're actually in March, when March comes, if they're going to give you a commitment. Let's look at what we have here. Some cards flipped over here. Okay. Well, I guess we can go with those because that's probably happening for a reason, right? So it does look like there's actually commitment here. We're looking at the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is very, well, obviously it's a good card to get for anything secure, anything committed, because it represents stability. And also here, right here, it's kind of, you know, touching on the whole, like, picking up the person that's, you know, picking up your partner when they've fallen and them doing the same for you. So it's kind of like being there for each other in that way. Is it still buffering? That's going to be a problem. Okay, good. So I was going to say that's going to be an issue. Sometimes that happens. I'm not sure why. I guess it's because there's a lot of people either live right now, or it could be me. It could be my connection. I just don't know why that would be, because there's like nobody here. But all right, so good. We're good for now. So it does actually look like chances are good here for some kind of stability here. So that's good. That's what you want. It's awesome when you hear what you want, huh? Love that. Hate telling people what they don't want to hear, but I will do it if that's what the cards say. So let's see here. Hi, Brenda. What else do we need to know here about this connection? Okay. So what is this? We do have some wishy-washy, back and forth, some weighing my options, not really sure what I want kind of thing. Do I want this? Do I want that? I mean, there's not much security within that in and of itself. But let's look a little further and see what's up with this Two of Pentacles here. Why is this coming out after it says? Well, it's kind of touching on two things here. It's kind of touching on like two aspects of two. Because if you see, you could see these two. You know, what it would be is the dynamic here. So this person is giving to these two. And then when that switches, it'll be that these two, you know, in this position giving to the person in this position down here. So it's like the switching of the roles. So I'm here for you when you need me and you don't have, you know, what you need to get by, and I got your back. And then it switches. So that's two dynamics there. Like the dynamic will switch. That's what this person, you know, is providing in this relationship, or this is what you can expect. But then we also have this back and forth. So maybe this is something that they're not very comfortable with doing, or it's something that they're still weighing their options, trying to figure out if this is what they want exactly to do. It's a big thing, you know, commitment here. It's a big responsibility. It's a lot to, you know, be responsible for and be committed to, be having on you. So let's see what else. Ooh, I don't like the Seven of Swords. But Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, it's Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups here, same thing, don't like it. You know, those sevens just really know how to like make you sick. Because Seven of Cups is talking about, you know, something isn't being seen clearly. Whatever is being seen is probably just being seen because the person wants to see that. So it could be you who's wanting to see what you want to see in this. I would say listen to this person when they talk. If they tell you, you know, I feel like this person does want to be in a relationship, but the thing is, they're having some issues here with the give and the take. They're having some issues here with the deciding and being about it for sure. So they have not decided yet, like, am I going to be all for this? You know, am I going to actually do this? Like, this is a huge thing for them. So, like, attachments aren't exactly their thing. So they, like I said, listen to when they speak and when they say, like, I like you, but I have an issue getting close to people, or I haven't gotten close to many people, or it's hard for me to get close to people. It's hard for me to be in a relationship. I don't do relationships very well. Things like that. Those are clues that this person, and they're not lying to you when they say these things. So just get a little clue of what you can expect from this person. It's, you know, I'm not good in relationships. Okay, why is that? And dig a little deeper, you know, and figure out, do you want to have to deal with that, or is that something you can work with? Okay, so this person has some issues that they're bringing to the table, just like we all do. But, you know, these issues kind of revolve around being able to be in a relationship. So that's something you have to pay attention to and just hear what they say about it. Page of Swords. It does show that, yeah, it's probably not because of you. It's just something from their past that they've been through before. They're bringing here to this connection now. That's giving them a little bit of a hard time connecting to anyone. And, you know, in this situation, you. So I would say that this person's got some issues connecting. Not sure if they're going to be able to do that. They're still weighing their options now, so it's difficult to say, you know, it's like they want to, but who's to say if they'll actually be able to do it, because they haven't really done it before. And if they have, it did not end well. It kind of was a disaster or left them somewhat scarred, somewhat damaged. So that's what they're bringing here into this connection with you. And it's a little troublesome, you know, it's worrisome, and it's concerning because you're wanting to know if they're going to be committed, and they can't even say, you know, because they don't do commitments very well, like we already established. So I would say that this person kind of, they want to, and you could be looking at it as if, like, if they say they want to, that means you're going to be thinking that they really want to, and they will. The thing is, with the Ace of Pentacles that was there, there's an opportunity for it to actually be committed, okay? That's what aces are. They're opportunities. So there's definitely an opportunity here, and you guys can take that opportunity, but as humans, you know, we can also miss the opportunity. So that's going to be up to you guys when that happens. I feel like there's a good chance that this person will try, but if, you know, they're actually going to be successful at staying in this commitment and being, you know, committed to it, you know, it's just time will tell. Honestly, it doesn't really say right now, because they don't even really know, because they haven't really, you know, had good, they haven't had a good history of that, so, or their history was shitty, so they're kind of iffy about that. They have not decided yet if they can put themselves fully into this position with you. So I think they want to. Who knows if they'll be able to? Let's hope for the best, you know, but also I see you kind of hoping for the best and only seeing things with rose-colored glasses, which means you will not be hearing them when they say that they're not sure if they want to do this, if they can, or things like that, like things that should give you clues as to, okay, they're probably going to not do this, or they're going to be leaving, or they're not going to be talking to me anymore, they're not really good with these types of things. I need to pay attention to that, okay, instead of just thinking, well, they said they want to, you know, just pay attention to what they say, and, you know, not just what they, well, what they do, and not just what they say, but also what they're telling you, you know, they're being honest with you. I don't know if I could do this. Listen to that. And respect that if you can, you know. Don't just think, well, I mean, you can do it, because you want them to do it. It's difficult for them. So, okay, now let's go to Precious X. Precious X. Precious X. You guys, if you haven't yet, check out the description so you can find out how to get double entries into the raffle. We're doing that raffle still, you guys. We're going to pick the winner next week. So if you want to be entered into this raffle, you can get a reading by donating, and also if you'd like a double entry for the price of one, you can donate as well. And there's a little chart below in the description box of this video that explains everything and how you can get a double entry or even a triple entry, which means you'll be entered 3 times into the raffle at once. So that's, you know, gives you more chances of winning the raffle, the prize, which is a 30-minute reading. So yay. Now, Precious X says, what are KS's intentions and feelings toward me? KS's intentions and feelings. I saw the Queen of Swords, so I'm going to take that into consideration and say somebody needs to take responsibility, or they're wanting to. Okay, so somebody's going to be going away. There's disappointment in that. Okay, here again, like the last reading. the give and the take. It's going to be important. You pick me up when I fall and vice versa. So, but here, since we had the Queen of Swords first, I would say it's over there somewhere. But I would say that, you know, somebody's wanting to like come clean or kind of admit to something or kind of explain themselves in such a way, like they need to go away for a while. The Eight of Cups is showing that this person is not emotionally fulfilled. They feel like something's missing in their life. Maybe they feel like you could be that person to fill that, which will not be true, because that's not how it works in life. You know, we think that sometimes, but that's not, it doesn't work. So that's going to end in disappointment, obviously. If they're thinking that you are going to fill whatever is missing, it's not going to happen like that. So that could be why the Five of Cups is here, because this person's looking at the negative, laser focused on it, in fact. Laser focused on it as if it's the only thing that exists. And we can safely say that these three cups here are representative of something in the past. You know, crying over spilt milk kind of thing. So they don't even see, in the present moment here, they're focused on the past, in something that's already happened. A letdown, they're disappointed, and they're focused on it, and they're not even seeing these two cups here that could represent new opportunities and new chances for them to have a better experience. No, they don't even see that, so they don't exist, basically, to this person. So there's disappointment here already, and maybe that's why they're trying to come forward and say, like, look, I have to take some time. Because the Eight of Cups here is indicative of this person's going to have to take some time off on their own here. You see how they're by themselves? And they're having to find themselves. There's 8 cups here. One is missing because it represents, you know, cups are emotions. So it represents, you know, something feeling like it's missing inside. So they're going to need to go and figure that out on their own. And they might be taking some time away at this time, or maybe even just making some distance. If not physically, it will be emotionally, mentally, you know, and things like that. So they're needing you to kind of just understand at this point. So I feel like even if this is a new connection or some kind of like thing that hasn't really gotten off, you know, hasn't really started yet, then it's something that can't start yet, you know, still. It's like you have to give it some time. This person is going through some shit. They're going to be coming forward, and they intend to come forward and kind of explain that to you so that you understand where they're at, and they kind of hope that you'll be able to understand that, you know. But there is some disappointment here. Maybe they thought that you were going to be the answer to all their problems, and that just, of course, didn't happen. So, of course, they're disappointed here. But it could also not be something related to you. It could also be something that they're just going through now and they're disappointed about. But this is all that they're focused on, remember? Laser focused on the negative. Something already happened that they can't change. They can't go back and change. So they have two new opportunities to, you know, create something better, but they're not even really seeing that. So they feel like at this point their only option is to go and figure that out on their own. So what they intend to do with you, I think, well, let's see a little further. They intend on creating any kind of connection with you when they're better or when they come back. Another thing about the Eight of Cups, you should let them do that, you know, let them take that space. Because a person is like 100 times better if they don't feel like there's a part missing inside. You know, if they can come to you feeling whole, that's so much better than them coming to you missing something and feeling like you can, you know, be that missing piece. No. That is trouble right there. So allow them to do that, because they'll be a lot better when they come back around and they're feeling better. A healthier relationship. So what else do we need to know? What does this person intend to do when they come back? Or how is this whole Eight of Cups journey going to go for them? What do they feel they want to do afterwards? If we can see that in regards to you. She said, we have separated. Okay. And did they say it was because they needed to take some time or something like that? Or, you know, was it them who kind of made the decision? They're disappointed, let down about something. Okay, what do they intend to do after they are okay, after this time here? Well, they do have some intended direction, okay? This is a direction. Like, literally, they are going in this direction. There is a direction. what is this leading to? Hi, Trishna. Girl, hey. So, what is this leading to here? Okay. Oh, even more. Okay. We have the Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands. And so what we're talking about here is somebody being kind of like feeling misunderstood, first of all, and kind of, you know, they're jumping to conclusions here. They're not really thinking this through with the Page of Wands here. They're just kind of going off on a whim here and assuming that everyone, or you, basically, you know, whoever is around, but namely you, are against them. And you don't agree with them and you think that they're going in the wrong direction. Maybe that's why this direction card is here, because we're talking about whatever direction they're going in, they think you're against them. So whenever this does, whenever this person feels like they've, you know, created enough stability to be able to come back into your life, they kind of start accusing you of not being what's best for them, you know. And we do have the Devil here, so, and Seven of Pentacles. So this could have been after a you know, a while, after a period of time that they were waiting, or that you were waiting, and then the Devil popped up, and here they are again. But it's really not good this time. It's something that's really negative, and kind of they're kind of putting it on you. I mean, in like, you're the sole negative thing here, but I don't really think that's the case with the Devil. I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's other things. So, and also with the Seven of Wands, it's not that you're against them at all. It's just that they're seeing it that way. You know, a lot of times the Seven of Wands, you can see they're, you know, all these wands down here are theirs, because they're throwing them down because they think these people down here are like against them, but really that's not the case. You know, they're on their own throwing those wands. No one's throwing them back. So they're just kind of on their own defensive mode for whatever reason. But the Devil's here, so that could play a part. And also, the Devil represents Capricorn, so there could be a Capricorn person. Maybe one of you is Capricorn or something like that. Not, you know, it doesn't have to be, but just noting that. Okay, and then something has to come out, some truth. Someone has to be brutally honest with themselves, and that's hard to do when there's shame involved. Shame is an emotion, and this person obviously, like, isn't willing to look at the truth. That's why the King of Swords is here, because he's saying, look, I don't care what you feel. I really don't care what you feel. I just want to know the truth. I just want to know the facts. I just want to know what really happened. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how I feel. Let's not let that hold us back. Let's just be straight up. Straight up, honest, you know, straightforward. Just put it out there. I really don't care how you feel. Feelings are not my issue here. I want to know what happened. What is going on? So this person's having... Now we're reconnected. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what's happening and why that keeps happening. It's super annoying, I know, but let's just continue. So if we do end, if it ends us and we lose connection, I will still have you guys in the raffle, don't worry, even if I don't get a reading out to you today. So, and I'm talking to the first three people that were here, okay? So Precious X and Sunny Joe and Artie. Artie, I've already done her reading, but I'm on Precious X now. Actually, I'm on Sunny Joe now because we just finished Precious X. So, Sunny Joe, whenever you're ready, go ahead, post your question. I'm ready for you. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me continue. Let me finish your reading though, Precious X. So basically what we found out was that this person is feeling a lot of shame and a lot of, like, there's a lot of shame involved in the situation between you, and so it's difficult for them to really face that. And the King of Swords is there saying, look, just be straightforward and honest. Like, I don't even care how you feel. It's not about emotions. It's about the truth, the facts. So it's safe to say that this person thinks people are against them. I think they're using that as kind of like a way to feel sorry for themselves, so they don't have to face what they truly are, you know, what the true situation is, and they don't have to admit that to you because they feel like you're against them. So that's like, you're the bad guy, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard to get any kind of logical explanation from the person as to what is going on or what had happened, because they're not really able to face it themselves. They're kind of denying it and think they're blaming. You know, there's a lot of blame, there's a lot of shame, and there's a lot of lack of clarity, a lack of being able to look at themselves in an honest way. And so if they can't look at themselves in an honest way, then there is no way that they can really express that to you in the way that you know it is true, because they're not looking at that. So it's very frustrating and confusing, and I feel like it's not good for you, obviously, and it's something that's troubling and I bet frustrating, unfortunately. Yeah. So what he intends to do basically is, you know, continue not facing it, blaming you, seeing you as the person that's against them and the sole purpose of the ending, or this, you know, being shitty, the cause of this not working out. Can I ask for guidance to ace that goal? Salary in Australia. I have application in Canada and planning to explore, build more of my career there before it. Thank you. Okay. All right, so we want to know, what can you do? Ooh. All right, so first of all, these two cards, Sunny Joe, are basically asking you, first of all, with the Queen of Pentacles, it's saying, okay, look, you know, buckle down, like, get serious, be responsible, and, you know, be able to take care of things yourself, like, be self-sufficient. Put yourself in this position of the Queen of Pentacles, which is the position of being responsible, being able to take care of yourself. So that's obviously what you're, like, trying to do with this goal salary you're talking about. But the thing is, we don't need to have money to be able to have this kind of mindset and to be able to live in this kind of way. Like, yeah, we need money to be able to take care of ourselves without any help, but really the Queen of Pentacles is talking about, she's just focused on this and this only. And what is this? Her pentacle. So pentacles are different things to different people because they mean security, safety, you know. So whatever security is to you, which obviously has something to do with this job here, this salary, which, you know, makes sense because it's pentacles. And so if that's what that means for you, then that's what you need to be focused on more than anything. So it looks like we've already got that checked off the list. That seems like that's what you're doing. That's why you're asking this. On the second note, it's talking about also, there are people around you that can help you with this. And I know it's saying be self-sufficient, so do that and have that mindset. Be focused on this, whatever this is for you, this security, this pentacle. But know that there are people around you, not people that are going to do it for you or make it easy, okay? But don't make it harder for yourself by not noticing the people that are there to work with you. So there's people that you can collaborate and, you know, that you can work with, basically. In this situation, you guys can exchange ideas and it can really, you know, work out better for you. So there could be a team here of people that, you know, you could be working with, or there could, you know, could be going towards the same thing, or maybe you guys will be able to all have it, or, you know, there's people that are going to help you to get to this point that you can actually use to your advantage, and not in a way that, you know, is bad, like in a way that you should take, you know, you should definitely use that to your advantage, because that's what these people are there for. So I don't know if it is like friends. To me, it seems more like people at your work, or people that aren't at your work, but you can actually talk to about work, and they'll, you know, exchange ideas with you. You guys can brainstorm, and they can help you come up with some ideas here to have better success at this. And so I just need you to start brainstorming with people, start exchanging your ideas with people, and start working together with people about this, okay? Because there's people that can actually help you, you know, get to this position, not just yourself, okay? So you need to focus on who is there to help you in this, you know, achieve this goal, first of all. But it is, I think it is just you achieving it. I don't think it's all of you. It's probably just people that are there talking with you about it, or getting you in that mindset of being able to make it happen. Like getting you prepared for this. Ooh, look at this. So, wow, okay, things are going to change. And I'm not really exactly sure why just yet. I think that this is saying that you probably will get that security. There's the opportunity for it, okay? The aces are opportunities. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So the opportunity for success, stability, and all of that. And that's basically what you're wanting with this goal, salary, right? And that's what that would provide, right? So I feel like that's like saying you're going to get it. The only thing is the Tower. So after you get it, or maybe part of getting it involves the Tower, or maybe after you get it, the Tower comes, or because of you getting it, the Tower comes. And the Tower basically represents drastic change, you know, not drastic change, but everything changing. So yeah, drastic change, but every aspect of your life. So there's a lot of different, you know, it's hard to go through that. The Tower is not pleasant always. It depends on what your relationship is to change. So if you're willing to make changes, like right now, everything just boom, do it differently. If that's something you're comfortable with, great. This should work out perfectly for you. Just know things are going to be shaking up. They're going to be shaken up in your life. And I feel like it is because of this newfound stability, which is odd. Because you'd think stability means stability and not things being shaken up. But for some reason, this, you know, this goal, this achievement is going to bring a lot of change in your life. So let's see what this is about. How's she going to feel about these changes? How's she going to feel about these changes? Are these going to be easy for her to make these changes, or is it going to be very difficult? Just try to let things flow. Don't try to control things when that time comes. You'll know when it's there, because the Tower, you know it's the Tower when every fucking thing you do is not working out like the way you expected. Like, it's just not happening. And you're like, what do I need to do? Obviously, at that point, all you can do is something different. You know, you can't keep doing the same thing because it's not fucking working. So you'll know when it's there. Every fucking thing you do, you'll start to feel is not going to work, and you just don't know why. So they're trying to force you to make a change, many changes, so that's going to be your only option at that point. That's how you'll know. So it looks like it's going to be heartbreaking for you. Like, there's going to be sadness, maybe some feelings of loss. You know, it's hard for you, obviously, and it's emotional. So not uncommon for the Tower, not to invalidate how you feel, but just saying, like, that's pretty much the Tower, you know. It's not easy, okay? It's not easy. Somebody told me to get there, I will leave someone important behind. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that kind of seems like that's what it's saying, huh? Or maybe even a few people, or things, situations, environments, things that you've had for a long time that you're comfortable with. Gonna have to change now to match this newfound achievement that's going to change things for you. So you're gonna have to make some changes to make that be able to work out, apparently. So unexpected, shocking, what do you know? What a surprise. Knight of Swords. It's not a surprise actually at all, because that's kind of what that's what the Tower is. The Knight of Swords, you can see it's coming in here with force. Nothing can stop it. You couldn't see it coming, so there's nothing you could do to prepare to stop it or prevent it from coming. And it's coming with such great force that there's nothing that you can do to stop it. So this thing is determined. It's unexpected with force. So this is a lot of heart-wrenching, and it has everything to do with this newfound, yeah, again. So yeah, exactly. I think you are going to get it, but it's going to change things for you, and it might not be easy for you, but, you know, in the end, I think you will come back around to this, and it all has to do with this. So I do definitely feel like you are going to be able to achieve this, and, you know, you're asking what you can do to achieve this, and I don't want to just say, look, you're going to achieve it, so don't do anything you were going to do. It's just going to happen. You don't have to do anything. That's unrealistic. So I like that you asked how, because that gives us some real stuff to work with that we can actually see, like, okay, what is it that you personally need to do to make this happen for yourself? I see it happening, but what we're going to need to do, I think the main thing for you is be ready for change. Be ready to make changes on a whim and just be okay with it. Let it flow. Be able to be flexible. Be able to accept people are going to come and go. You know, try not to stop anything from happening. Try not to push anything to happen that isn't happening naturally. You know, and it's a difficult thing. It's not easy to do that. Okay, so you know, your influence on things has to kind of be damped down. You can't really be trying to put your hand in anything and control it, okay? Try to just allow things to flow. Just watch life as it happens. Don't try to stop people from doing things, and don't try to make people do things. You know, that's what I mean. Like, don't just sit there and not do anything yourself. But I mean, Don't try to control what other people do or what they're going to do or what they're going to say or how they're going to be, if they're going to leave, if they're going to like stay, you know. Allow people to just do what they're going to do. That's all you can do with the Tower. You have to allow things to happen naturally and be ready for things to change and just roll with it, you know, as best you can. Okay? That Three of Swords basically is saying it's going to be difficult for you. I mean, I hate to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. I'm just saying that it's really just going to be a heartbreaking thing for you. There's going to be loss. You're going to feel like it's difficult to make these changes and like it's, you know, it hurts. It's, you know, something that is hard for you to do. You don't want to make these changes, certain changes. Can we get a little more insight on these changes that are related to the Three of Swords? What exactly are we pertaining to here? Okay. Well, first of all, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I feel like you've been in a situation where you felt very stuck and kind of like you want to break free, you want to have more ability to be secure so that you can break free and not feel stuck in this certain place. But with you getting this achievement, it's like all of that changes. All of that is gone. So you don't have to worry about being stuck anymore. But that in itself is kind of something that you're going to miss. And not because of feeling stuck, but just because of the comfortability and the safety kind of, you know, within the comfortability. It's like the unknown and all that's possible now is before you, and it's just frightening. You know, you don't know what to expect. You don't know if you're going to do the wrong thing or, you know, what you should really do to keep it going that way. Like, it's frightening. So I feel like that's the thing that you are heartbroken about, is kind of like ditching the old, you know, sad, sorry, not that you're sad and sorry all together, that's just it, but, you know, whatever this was here, this stuck feeling, this feeling that you were trapped, that you couldn't escape, that it was, your hands were tied and there was nothing you could do. You know, you feel like this stability that you need is all that you would have needed to get out of that mindset and that lifestyle, that environment, that, you know, perception of yourself within your life, and you get it. 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. You get it, you know, Wheel of Fortune here, luck, working for you, but it's heartbreaking to let it go at the same time, if that makes sense. You know, it's just these changes are hard for you. Yeah, this is going to be a hard one for you. But at the same time, when it comes with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you have everything to gain. And also here it came out twice. It's not just once here it came out twice. So it's kind of like a reminder, like, but guess what? You know, this is what you're getting because of this, you know, so enjoy it and try to make it happen. Try to work with it, you know, as best you can, because it should be a great thing for you. So I do see this person. Let's see who this is. Andrea, I haven't seen you in a while, girl. Okay. All right. So yay. Okay, so that means that you get a double entry into the raffle. Okay. Nice. So, because you donated 10, you get a double entry. Let's put you in there right now, Andrea. How are you? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. It's been some time. It's been some time. Months since I've seen you. Well, heard from you. Oh, do you want me to put your name, or do you want me to put your username here for the raffle? Or does it matter? Okay. I have to put your last name too, just because if there's another Andrea. Double entry. Double entry, Andrea. Woo! Thank you very much. Okay. So let's see. 2 questions. 10 cards. All right. Here we go. And there we go. Look at this. It's pretty full, you guys. Damn. It like barely even shakes anymore. Look at all those names in there. So excited for us to pull it next week. Okay. So, all right. Andrea. Okay, right on. Did you see me put your double entry in there in the raffle? Hopefully you didn't miss that. I didn't see if I was buffering at that time. Okay. But yeah, I did put your double entry in there, so don't worry about that, okay? Okay. Okay, cool. When Ryan makes contact with me, what will he say? Okay. Let's look at this. I'm going to use this deck for this. Haven't used this one yet. Usually I start with this one, but... Okay. When Ryan makes contact with me, well, let's first of all see what... So, if he does, right? Because at this point, I can't really ask that specific question, that particular question, because, you know, we're kind of like, I mean, bless his heart, and I'm not trying to speak death over him. I plead the blood of Jesus over his life. But he could die tomorrow, okay? Like, just for example. So, I mean, we don't know if he ever actually will contact you or get the chance to. I mean, whatever happens. We just know that maybe he said he's going to, or you feel like he's going to, or you think he will. But we just don't know for sure if he will. So I can't say when he does, what will he say? You know what I mean? Because it's just not known yet. So, so let's look at that. Let's look at if he will. What can we expect from him on his end? What's the next, what, yeah, and exactly, and you could too, yeah. What is his next, what are the next actions he's going to take toward you, and what can we expect in regards to communication? What does that look like? Okay, well, we do see the Taurus card, first of all. If there's a Taurus involved, that's possible. Also, commitment, what society would expect, maybe. You know, it's something that, like, being looked at, like, the image, I think, is important. The truth, okay. Someone coming forward and saying something after being closed off. Yeah, opportunity to speak voice, and there's going to be an argument because of it. Or tension, okay? Maybe it's just tension. Maybe it's not an actual argument, but there's a lot of tension here in this situation. But the situation is basically, so I think he will contact you, but the situation is basically opening the door to being able to speak your voice and not being held back, not, you know, leaving with questions unanswered. It's like, this is the opportunity. This is the opportune time to actually say what you need to say, get it out there, and get your questions answered from this person and them from you. So, first of all, I think it does matter kind of what society thinks. Like, he could be kind of like held back because of that, or maybe you are, maybe the both of you are in this situation because of that. You know, what other people think is important, and that holds you guys back because you can't be your complete selves, and that's a problem. But with the King of Swords here, it's asking you guys both to just be straightforward and honest, you know, about something, how you feel, what you think. But really, it's not exactly feelings here. The King of Swords is more talking about, like what the situation actually is, what the facts are. So if something went down between you guys and it hasn't been discussed, it's going to be discussed. And what's important is that you guys stay on topic. Like, don't talk about really how you feel and how it made you feel as much as you're talking about what actually went down, okay? Because I feel like there's something confused with that. You guys still haven't really addressed it. So if you start talking about emotions, it can get kind of messy, and that could be maybe what happens, because, you know, it's difficult to not talk about emotions when you're talking about a situation that made you feel a certain way. It's just like, how can I not say how I felt? You know, it's kind of just goes hand in hand. But you guys can kind of like clash on that. Maybe you have different views on that, and maybe there's blame and shame, and there's not wanting to take responsibility. I mean, just for example, there could be these different things, you know, that are causing this tension. Because I do see tension at the end of this. You know, this is causing a lot of tension. So, but the Ace of Swords is all about being able to have that opportunity to actually take the sword and speak on what you need to say, you know? So you guys will be self-expressive, I feel like, if you take that opportunity, right? You can miss it. You can miss opportunities because we are human. We can do that. But there will be a time and place that is perfect for this. And I feel like if you guys really want to make that happen, you will. And I feel like that is what this is talking about. Like, this is the time that you guys are going to be open to each other. It's going to be a good time to do this. Like, now's the time. But after a time of, you know, not doing that, after a time that, you know, one or the both of you equally were not giving each other the chance to even communicate. Like, this person is not giving anything out, and they're not accepting anything that's coming in. This cup here is, you know, this cloud in hand is trying to offer this cup to this person. They're like, no, not going to take it. They're just stubborn. I mean, it's petty. It's just, they're closed off. And for no really good reason, they're just completely not allowing anything in. And they're not going to give anything out either. So I feel like that's what was happening here. And so now, Ace of Swords, perfect opportunity for you guys to kind of open up and speak your voice on whatever this is that you need to talk about. And you know, there's going to be some tension here. This isn't literally physical fighting most of the time, okay? So, but there could be other people involved. I mean, it might not just be you guys. It's probably other people involved as well, like your friends, or maybe like their family or your family, or, you know, maybe the both of your guys' family members. Like, certain family members are kind of a little too involved in this, and they're getting protective, and they're kind of fighting for you, and not physically again, but it's there's a lot of tension here in this. So I feel like there's a lot of clash when you guys do have this conversation. There is, you know, you guys are saying exactly what the fuck it is that you're feeling and thinking, but you don't agree really exactly. So that's why there's some tension here, and there's still some stuff to be worked out. It's difficult. It's difficult to work that out. Woo! Got some caffeine. I love these things. With caffeine. Gotta be careful with those. That's what everyone tells me anyway. I don't know why. But I guess you have to be careful with caffeine. My phone just died. I'm gonna unplug this guy. What's so bad about caffeine? Alright, so just give me a second for that to power back up. But yeah, so yeah, there's some tension here for sure. So you guys will have the time to talk, and say whatever it is you need to say, whatever you've been wanting to say. And at that time, whatever you feel is best for you guys to say. But so you're gonna get it out there, but it's not gonna necessarily be a good smooth, you know, agreement that you guys are having, that you guys perfectly understand each other. No. Seems like there's some problem here. Like, you guys are like getting heated because you guys are telling each other exactly how you feel, and it's kind of getting a little rowdy in there. So just be prepared for a little bit of tension. Try to keep your cool, keep your calm. That would be your best bet. So to answer your question, you said, like, what will he say? And I think the best way to answer that is to say he's going to say whatever he is on his mind and has been on his mind. Like, he's going to be straight with everything. Like, he's going to say what he's been wanting to say, you know? So whatever he's going to say, it's going to be like a lot and all of it that you've been wanting to know, basically, like laying it all out there. You guys are just saying exactly how you feel. Some people are really not that in touch with themselves, so maybe what you want him to say isn't what he's going to say because he doesn't see it that way, or he's not willing to accept or admit or face certain things that you know to be true. That's a possibility. And the same is possible for you, you know? But let's say that you guys are both equally understanding of your positions and roles and your, you know, your contribution to the bond, the situation, and you're able to kind of like face those things and be honest about them. That would be ideal. Still not on. Okay, so let's get your second question. Okay, yeah, please post that whenever you're ready. Drama. Ooh. Can't think of a second one. That will be fine. No! That is not how we're gonna do this. No, no, no. What about like a general? Or something. At least something like that. I can't let you just have one. I can't allow you to just leave with one question only answered. If you don't have a question now, you'll have to come back a second time. You'll have to come back later and ask me for free, okay? Is that a good deal? Can we agree on that? Andrea? Can we agree on that if you don't have a question now, then we will, okay, perfect. All right, nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're so sweet, but no, I'm not letting that happen. You're getting what you paid for. So yeah, whenever you see me and you have a question, just let me know. And thank you for your donation. And woo, you got a double entry into that Raffle, girl. Yeah, that's gonna be so fun to pull that winner, you guys. I can't even wait. It's next week. Next week, we're gonna see who gets this 30-minute reading. You can ask all the questions you have within 30 minutes. All the questions you have. Unlimited questions. Unlimited. It's like that situation where you're like, oh, I have a question about this. And you're like, well, what about this? Well, what about that? Well, okay, if I do this, will this? Okay, well, what about that? And it's like, you just get to do all of that. You know, it's not just like one question, okay, well, you're going to have to donate again to get a second question. No, it's like right then and there, face-to-face, live video, private video, FaceTime, Skype, Duo, whatever works for you, we'll do it. We'll figure that out. At that time, we'll schedule that. We'll get that going, okay? So I'm excited. I don't know if Trijna is still here, but she was the one who got the last 30-minute reading. I did this before, a little bit differently. She was my 1,000th subscriber. So you guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I forgot to mention. Also, like this video right now. If you guys have a chance, really quick, to just like this video, I'd really appreciate that. If you could just do that right now. And also subscribe if you haven't yet. I know the people I've read for already are subscribers, so thanks for returning, you guys. And returning subscribers, thank you for being here. Really love to see some new faces and returning as well. Always love you guys because you're the reason that this channel's even going. So thank you for your support. My phone is still not on. That's odd. Maybe I'm not plugged in correctly. Okay. So I don't know if there's been any more donations. Let me know if there has. Can you guys just let me know? Because I have no idea if there has been. Okay, it just turned on now, so we'll be able to see that in a second. Who is next? Okay. Oh no. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that'll be a problem. That'll get in the way of the phone charging, not being plugged in. Okay. All right, so I can see you guys now. I hope you're having a good night as well, Cass. Shruti, Ruchi, SB, Shirley, Nightbot. Aisha. Maddie. Okay, I think I covered everyone. Yeah. Ocean or Ocean? Ocean. That's kind of a cool name. Ruchi. What's coming next in love for you? Let's see. I have a feeling what this is trying to say, but let's just get some more, let's get some more of the environment first before I assume. Okay. a mentor type person, a person older than you, kind of like a guide or somebody who's more experienced maybe. And it could be somebody that it feels familiar, you know. It could be actually somebody from your past or a family friend maybe, that you've known for a while from the past. But it could also just be a person who feels familiar. So, you know, when you talk to them, you kind of feel like you've known them before. It could be like a past life thing if you believe in past lives. If not, that's fine. Basically, the idea is just it feels familiar. It feels like you've known each other before. Or you feel comfortable in their energy, so that's a good thing. So let's see what else we can see here coming out for you for this love interest. Feels very familiar. You might already know this person and have known them for a while, but just not in this way. This would be a first with you and this person, connecting in this way. It seems that you are either you or them are in a position of high stability. I mean, you don't need anyone in your life. So you could say that this will happen when you're in this position. If you feel like you're not in this position right now, that's what, you know, you're going to have to do before you can have this connection begin, which is kind of a good thing because, you know, if you're in a good, you know, situation with yourself, you feel secure, then you're not going to, you know, you can kind of it feels better being connected to somebody because you can just, you know, you don't like feel like you have to be consumed by it. You have your own situation going. You're good. You're stable. You know, you don't need to like lose yourself, you know, because you already have your shit going. So it's like a healthier relationship that way. Maybe this is talking about what they are, like what their role is in this situation. So they're stable. Maybe it's both. I mean, one of you is stable or both. Here, there's a lot of stability. Somebody's very much able to take care of things on their own. So that's good. And give and take, yeah. So this could be actually going both ways, but right now it could be one of you. One of you is more in the position of stable and willing to help the other person. You see how this person is, they're up here, you know, they're giving to these two down here because these people are obviously like more in need and this person has whatever it is that they need to give. So that's what they're doing. They're giving. You see this person also is holding the scales here, so it's like that balance, you know, it's going to switch. The roles are going to switch. So at one point, you're going to be the stable one, and they're going to be the one, you're going to be in the position of being able to give more than them, and they're going to be more needing it. So it's kind of a healthy thing, I feel like. You know, it's like that give and the take, you know, you guys actually being there for each other when the other's down and stuff like that, you know, like making that an important theme in the relationship. So, cool. Also, in the beginning, when we got this Ace of Swords, I felt like it was also saying, like, self-expression will be something that is important. So, like, you guys will be able to do that. Like, you'll be able to allow each other to be yourselves and speak freely, and you won't have, like, that feeling of, like, being held back or not being able to be yourself. So that's cool. This seems like a cool opportunity. Okay, so, relationship. So we do have somebody feeling like somebody is kind of against them here, and I don't think that is necessarily what it is, because the Seven of Wands usually isn't actually somebody against you. It just feels that way. So somebody's getting defensive, and for no good reason, really. I mean, it's a little bit of paranoia, too, I guess you could say, because no one's really against you. You just think they are. So somebody's pushing back. They're pushing back, and it could be, yeah, definitely actions being taken here. This is feeling like you guys are physically distant, like this person is literally pushing you away physically, or not like hurting you, but pushing you away, like making physical distance from you. Like, we are not close to each other right now. I'm pushing you away and out of my life right now. Away from me, give me some space, you know? Somebody's feeling defensive and pushing away. That's the action that they're taking, so, okay, this takes a turn, doesn't it? And, you know, things can't always just be good. But let's see what this is talking about. What is the Seven of Wands here for? Why is this coming out here? What is this pertaining to? What is the Seven of Wands coming out here for? Ew! Somebody feels fucked over, betrayed. Somebody feels like somebody did something wrong, and it really hurt them. It really kind of like made them feel like they're left for dead here, left in the dust, you know, stabbed in the back 10 times, unexpected, didn't see it coming. That's why the swords are in their back, because they didn't see it coming. They didn't have time to prepare. They probably trusted the person that was behind them who stabbed them. 10 times, by the way, so very much overkill, not necessary, but it happened. So let's see if this is you or them, because I have a feeling that this person is feeling defensive, and the Seven of Wands is, you know, the card of I'm feeling defensive, but really there's no reason to feel defensive. Like, you're not against me, I just think you are. So I feel like they might be the one doing the Ten of Swords action, but they are kind of, you know, acting like it's you, or you know, putting this on you because it's them. It's just what I'm thinking, because the Seven of Wands here is you know, you're not against them, but they think you are, and then somebody's the Ten of Swords. So, what do we need to know about this Ten of Swords here? What is this pertaining to? What can we know about it? And also, okay. First of all, a few things. It could have something to do with money, stability, you know, your guys' ability to, like, keep that together. Like we said in the beginning, we saw that that's going to change and that's going to flip. The roles are going to switch, and somebody's going to be in the higher position, or not higher, but the position to be able to take care of things better, and the other person's less in that position, not doing so well with money at the time. And that switches. So you guys, you know, go back and forth, and that's how it should be when that happens, right? In relationships. Like, I have your back, you have mine, we're going to just, you know, continue to make this work, and, you know, right now you just have it better than I do, so you're going to help me, and vice versa, whatever. So, but this Ten of Swords could have to do with money or stability. So somebody may be not really exactly expressing how they feel about it. Maybe they feel like they're giving more and not receiving as much, or they're not getting as much effort on your part, or vice versa, you aren't getting as much effort from their side. So, you know, because somebody has been working really hard here. You see this person working fingers to the bone, really getting in there, and it's like all they do. Like, they're really happy to do this, but it's all they do. So they are kind of starting to feel like either unappreciated, or like you're not putting in as much effort, as I had said before. And again, this could be vice versa. So this could be how you're feeling about them as well, if they're not, you know, bringing that to the table as much as you are. And Ten of Pentacles, yeah, I feel like at one point it was stable, and then this is a question later. Somebody is putting in more effort, or they're feeling like they're putting in more effort, and they're feeling like the other person isn't meeting them halfway, or you know, matching that. So it gets exhausting, and it gets tiring, and somebody's enduring a lot of this without saying anything, I feel like. So that's why it's interesting, because this kind of builds up after a while. This is going to take strength for this person to kind of like keep this down, and who knows what's, I mean, obviously this Ten of Swords here is showing that somebody's, you know, it's going to come out at some point, and it's going to be ugly. So, little word of advice, maybe just don't hold it in for so long. Like, address this problem when it, you know, it appears the first time. You know, I feel like you need to get a job. I feel like you need to pull your own weight a little bit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, like, mention these things. Don't just let it build up, because this person's being strong here, and this could be a Leo person here, because this card represents Leo. So whoever the Leo is could be the person that is working more, having to be strong and hold this in, and just not really, like, bite their tongue a little bit and just not make it a big problem until it is a big problem. So this person, the Ten of Swords, could either be the person who feels like they are not getting the effort that they're putting out. They're not getting that reciprocated. That's kind of what I'm feeling with that. Like, it's just feeling like the person's totally just stopped trying, and they're kind of left to figure it out on their own. And that could feel very much, it could feel like a betrayal. It could feel like all of a sudden the person's just not trying, and you're just kind of on your own. Might as well be on your own in this situation. It's not really a relationship anymore, and you're not mom, so you're kind of feeling confused, like, and pissed off a little bit, frustrated, kind of like left in the dust and left to figure it out on your own, betrayed. So, wow, yeah, that turns real quick. I feel like it's going a certain way. It could be vice versa, though. You know, it could be vice versa. It could be you or them who this, you know, is feeling the betrayal. Let me check in on you. Hey, Lynn. I've been working on myself. Hey, shout out to India, you guys. I see in the analytics that is, you guys are topping the US. Like the most views are coming from people in India. So, hey, shout out to India. Thanks, you guys. More than the US by like a lot. I don't know exactly how much, but you know, a significant amount. It's like India, US. Yeah. You guys are the most viewers. It's awesome. I was like, hell yeah. Trishna, shout out. Okay. Are you talking about the Leo, Ruchi? Because I was just talking about a person coming into your life, but if you already know this person, like it had said you might know this person, right? Is it a Leo person? Do you know who this person is already? Okay. I want to know the purpose of my relationship with them. Okay. Ruchika, your relationship with M. Let's see what we can find out about this. What is the reason this has come together? What are you supposed to learn from this? Is there anything you're supposed to learn from this connection? Remember, you guys, if you want to enter the raffle, and there's a chance also for you to get entered twice in one or 3 times in one. So check out the description. There's a little chart down there, and it'll show the donation chart. It'll show you, you know, the prices and how you can get a double entry or a triple entry into this raffle. Free 30-minute reading. I'm going to choose the winner next week, so be part of this raffle with everyone else. And you can find out how to do that in the description, okay? Okay, and please like this video, you guys, right now, if you have the chance. Please like this video. I'd really appreciate that. Okay, so what's your purpose with this person in this relationship? Well, to learn to give and take, to learn, you know, to trade off and to be there when a person, you know, kind of like just the commitment in and of itself. You see this person is holding the scales here. You see the scales they're holding because it's a balance, you know, it's, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, but not even necessarily just that, but literally, I'm not in a great place right now, so you're going to have my back and, you know, catch me when I fall type of thing. So that's going to switch, and that's kind of what is being tested. So maybe that's not something you're used to. Maybe that's not something you're comfortable with, you know, maybe you've always had your own back and that was something you learned to do growing up, or maybe that was just something that you learned to do because of, you know, things that have happened and things you've witnessed and how you've seen relationships go. You're like, I gotta have my own back all the time. Like, I can't just focus on being there for somebody else. It's not safe. That's not how I feel secure. So that could be why that's a lesson you're supposed to learn with the person, but also it could be that you're not giving yourself enough of that. Like, basically, maybe you're giving too much to other people, and this is kind of a chance for you to learn how to balance that, okay? So maybe this person mirrors you and represents, you know, what you've been giving, so you're kind of forced to do something different and change and do the opposite. But for some reason, you're learning to, you know, give and take as far as a relationship goes. So that's what you're learning here from this person. The connection. Yep, past life relationship. Could be somebody from the past you already know. I feel like this is a past life connection. If you believe in that. If not, no big deal. It's just basically saying, like, there is a purpose, and it's probably to fulfill, you know, to play out some kind of karma, some kind of thing that went down before previously. Now you're being brought back together to kind of work that out so that this karma can be resolved and gone and vanished from you. If you come back together and there's more karma that's created, then you'll come back together again in the next life and have to do it all over again. So not exactly the same thing, but you'll have to work out that karma. So if you don't resolve it now, it's gonna be there again. So this is coming from, you know, a past life, obviously. And yeah, your lesson basically is to give and take, and to switch roles and to be comfortable with that, to be able to actually do that, to balance that balance there. Connections, attachments, icky, messy stuff, emotions, taking responsibility even more, yeah. Claiming your role and accepting your role for what it is, and like truly being that, like, in understanding and being able to say that, being able to actually live that and understand that, like, your role in this connection, and that you do have a responsibility, and that, you know, this is blah 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 what it is. So you're gonna have to be facing yourself here for sure, and maybe that's not so easy to do. It's not always easy. And yeah, so taking responsibility for your position here and your contribution. And also, this is talking about acting without thinking. So maybe you're having to take responsibility for things that were done that you regret, or things that were not really thought through. I feel like maybe ending this connection was something that was done on spur of the moment, or will be spur of the moment. So it's something that you're kind of like trying to go toward not doing, trying to think before you act. And at the same time, also touching on Page of Wands, acting instead of just thinking. So I mean, you know, think before you act, but don't just think and never act. You know what I mean? Like, actually do some action, actually put forth some effort, and, you know, make things happen. Don't just sit there and think about it. Don't contemplate forever. You know, you do have to take action at some point, and you know, get this going, continue to grow with this, make moves, you know, grow basically. Okay, and we have the King of Pentacles. So somebody is, you know, thinking about possessions, material items, valuables, you know, things that are, you know, like material items, basically money, is one of the things that somebody is focused on mainly, and that's not really good, because relationships aren't built on stuff. Some people thrive that way, but I mean, really, I think as one of the lessons here, it's kind of trying to get you to not be so, like, basically, first of all, since we do have the Queen of Swords, it's talking about responsibility and accepting yourself, seeing yourself, and accepting responsibility for that. I think it wants you to first recognize this tendency, you know, that you have to kind of be materialistic and to focus on that more than other things that are probably more important here. Again, got to find that balance. Okay, so this relationship is all about finding balance, or moderation might be a better word. No, I think balance. Balance between different things. Balance between, you know, different sides, obviously, of things. So, yeah, there's a lot of lessons here. There's a lot to learn from this person for sure. And so that's basically the purpose here. This person probably mirroring your own tendencies and behaviors, and that's why it kind of seems shocking. Like, I can't even believe somebody would act like this, but it's like, lo and behold, it's because you need to face these things about yourself and change them, you know, improve them and grow and evolve, so that you're, you know, a better person, a stronger person who can evolve into the next life, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, there's definitely a karmic aspect to this. Okay, Cass, Capricorn and Libra. Capricorn and Libra. Oops. Ah. These cards are pretty stiff. Had them for a while too, I just never really shuffle them this way. But I like to. Clean. Capricorn and Libra. Capricorn and Libra, are they going to end up together? Can't answer yes or no, but we can come to a conclusion whether it's yes or no by looking at the details here. So let's go ahead and look into these details between you currently. Capricorn and Libra, what do we see happening for them in regards to being in a relationship together with time? What do we see this connection being in the near future? Will at any point they end up in a relationship together? Ooh! Just keep dropping them. Okay, first of all, yes. I think already we can see there will be an offer. Page of Cups here. There will be an offer for some kind of connection. Affection, some kind of connection, some kind of emotional experience, probably affection, right? The beginning stages of a relationship is what the Page of Cups represents. So that's what we're seeing, is somebody offering a connection here. And then the Queen of Cups here, even better, because it's showing a nurturing type energy, a motherly almost, type energy. Supportive, caring, nurturing energy. So that's what we see within the connection, that's what you guys are, you're there for each other in that way, or it's, you guys express those kinds of feelings, and you guys are supportive towards each other, basically, and nurturing, caring, kind, gentle, loving, all of those things. That's the energy here. So we're off to a good start. We do have some kind of thing from the past that can't be really let go of. Tried to, can't. Okay, so there's feelings here that are difficult. It could be something that somebody's bringing from their last relationship or their past even, maybe not a relationship at all. And it could also be something that is from your guys' past relationship. If you guys did have a relationship before, this could be something from that relationship that's not able to be let go of. No matter how hard you try, you just aren't able to let go of it. So either you or them aren't able to let go of this, whatever this is. Something is not able to be let go of or brushed off, and it's, being brought into this relationship in the future. And yeah, so we definitely see here somebody needs to do some introspection. I think there's lack of that as far as we could see, and that's what's needed. And it can also represent somebody doing that and then needing to take a break, and they're closing off. And there's tension here. There's more than one person involved, not in the relationship, but like part of the drama. You know what I mean? Part of the fight, the tension, the drama. And that's what it is. It is drama. It's unnecessary to do it in this way. I feel like whoever this is, I see Virgo here, the Virgo card. We have water. We have fire. There could be some fire signs involved in the tension part of it, the argument part of it, the other people involved part of it. And there could be a Virgo person. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just letting you know what's showing here. So somebody needs to introspect, but it's like the second they do that, they come up with this whole idea that they need to take a break and they need to kind of rest up, they need to close off, back off, and they close off, basically. We see somebody not giving or taking any offers, not opening up at all. They are taking a break and they're on their own shit. They're not at all available. Okay, so that's kind of uncomfortable. And it's not really fair either, because they kind of just like drop off the face of the earth and they won't accept calls or anything. So then there's obviously some tension. There could be other people that kind of try to protect you or them and try to get involved. They're getting a little too involved, in fact. And it's these arguments are a bunch of like petty ego stuff. Like, it's not like real important stuff, even though you guys are taking it as it is important, but it's really kind of unnecessary to be arguing about these things. So let's see what the real cause, the real issue is here. What is the real issue here? Why does somebody feel the need to close off and take a break? Take a break. They just need a rest. Okay, again, not telling us why. Can we get that information, please? Could be because they just need a break in general from everything, and you just happen to be included in that. It's not personal, but they're closing off completely, so that kind of would even make more sense that it's not personal, because there's nothing you did, it's just something they're doing with everybody. That kind of makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so they are after having exchanged ideas with people, like communicating with other people and kind of getting their insight on a situation, they're feeling even more lost and confused than ever, because the moon here represents lack of clarity. No clarity at all, confused, lost, not sure where I stand, and just a lot of troubling emotions and feelings. So this person's a little bit lost now after having this other person's or other people's insight and consideration, exchanging ideas with them, and just feeling ever so lost. And just more lost than ever, it's very troubling. But also for them to feel like they're getting what they need, this is what they need to do, so that's what they're doing it for. But it is kind of a selfish thing, because they're not really considering anyone else. But maybe that's, Four Swords came out twice, so why are they doing this? They just need a rest. Why are they needing rest? They just need a rest. They need a rest. They need a break. They need to, recoup. So it probably isn't personal, and it's probably just something that's, it's coming to a head now. It's all together, all kinds of shit. And you just happen to be included in their life at this time, so it's kind of, it sucks. But let's see if they're going to be, what's their plan for after that, or if they have one. May not be able to see that far because it hasn't even happened, so how do they know what they're going to do if they haven't even done it yet? And, this could change at any time. So, if something significant does change, that's when you should come and get another reading. But if nothing significant changes and it kind of seems like things are, going a certain way, then this is what will play out. But, we do have free will. and so do you. So you're included in that. So you could make a change that you weren't expecting to make at this time, and that will change things. So the Emperor here is showing somebody being responsible, taking responsibility for a big job. You know, a lot of responsibility, and they're owning that, and they're the person for the job. They're good at that. So cool, the moon's gone, you know, basically this person feels like they are back, like they know what they're doing now. Good, and they're going to express that to you, and they have an idea, they have a plan, they have a new project that is already starting. So that's basically, the Page of Pentacles shows they are off on this new project, like they have a plan, they have an idea, they have something they're working towards, and this is the beginning stages of that. And you're probably included in that, I would say, because, you know, it's not showing... Because, you know, in regards to you, what are they planning to do? And this is, you know, they do have a plan for this. They do have some idea that they're kind of working towards. Cool, they have a goal. I feel like you're included in that. And this is them coming back more responsible. The Emperor is in control of this whole empire, rather, of people. So they have to make sure that everyone's taken care of. And that's a huge responsibility. And it's only... You know, only a certain person can really do this very well. So that's what they're doing very well. So they're taking responsibility now. They're back. They're feeling good. They're feeling like everything's back to normal, and they can actually take control of their life, and they're good. So that's the opportune time to, you know, be around this person. It's going to feel like nothing is like being, like you don't have to carry their weight or be blamed for things. You know what I mean? They're just owning their responsible role. So good. They're being honest, and they're expecting the same from you. Straightforward, honest, not really about emotional, you know, needs or communication. I mean, not that those things are unimportant, but at this time it's like I'm being straight up, and it might be hurtful sometimes, but I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. It's just this is what I think and feel, and this is what it is. So at least you know what it is, but it might be it might seem a little impersonal or harsh, but it is the truth. So, and again, Ace of Swords, so it's talking about like opportunity to speak your voice, opportunity to say exactly what you need to say and be heard. So good. You'll have the truth, and you'll know that you're in this together. You know, whatever they're saying to you, it's like that's what they actually are thinking, and that's what they plan to do. They plan to actually have they're going to have some goal here that they're working towards. That's cool. That means, you know, this rest was much needed, and now they're in a better place to have a relationship. Nice. Or to have any kind of connection or any kind of involvement with anyone else. Stark Industries. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and do that now if you haven't already. And you guys, there's a new, I'm doing this only tonight. We're still doing the raffle for a free 30-minute reading, and we'll be choosing the winner next week. So if you want to be part of that, make sure that you get a reading tonight. All the information to make a donation is in the description below this video. And there's also a chance for you to get a double entry or a triple entry into the raffle for the price of one. So check that out down below. All the information's right there for you, very clear. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will answer those right away. At this time, I'm going to take a little break. I've been here for a couple hours, so just give me a sec, and I'll come back. We'll answer some more questions, and go ahead and donate if you have a question you want to ask. And make sure you're subscribed as well. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me a couple minutes, and we'll continue. Okay. Put you on mute, actually. Still with me? Okay. So, let's see what's been going on with you guys. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness, 15 minutes ago. I'm so sorry. But we're here now. We're going to do it. We're going to take care of it. Now, Asia, okay? 10. Thank you. Okay. It's getting pretty full in there. All these names, y'all. Look at that. Okay. Oh no, again. Oh, it's not buffering now, right? It's still buffering? It doesn't show that on my side. Yeah, we should be good now. Okay, and if you guys want to also be entered into the raffle, go ahead and donate. You can figure out how to do that. You can find out, rather, how to do that by reading the description box below this video. And it has all the information there for you. Let me know if you have any questions, though, and I'll be here to answer those as well. So, Asia, you said who or what or who is coming towards me in love? Okay, first question. What or who is coming towards me in love? Buzz! No! Goodness. You just bit the cat. Swear to God. These animals are crazy. Okay. What's coming? What or who is coming for you in love? I'm going to start out with the Ethereal Visions Tarot. Asia. Thank you, Asia, by the way, for your donation. And you guys, if you haven't already, please like this video. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get in on this raffle business we're talking about. And if you want to be entered into the raffle, you can check out the description below this video with all the information on how to donate, and you can enter double or triple times into the raffle for the price of one tonight only. That's double your chances or triple your chances of winning when we pull the winner next week, okay? The prize is a 30-minute reading for free over video chat with me. cilantro, probably. You okay, Chance? Sorry about that. I don't know if you heard that, but that was pretty gnarly, so I had to go check that out. That wasn't gonna stop. And everything's good though. Now. Sorry about the interruption, Asia. Alright. So what's coming towards you, or who or what is coming towards you in love? Okay. Who or what is coming towards Asia in love? Thank you. Ten of Swords. Not a great start, but this could be talking about a betrayal that happened recently before this. And so this is what's coming towards you, right? But I feel like, you know, this is talking about you kind of are going more towards this Temperance card here, which is the Sagittarius card, but it can also represent harmony, peace, you know, things going well and flowing well in your life. So I feel like, you know, this Ten of Swords here is kind of talking about, first of all, this is kind of what you bring, you know, because this is yourself. This is something that you've experienced. So this is what you're kind of bringing to the next part of your relation, to this next new relationship, whatever it is. But what that means is that you're coming with some baggage, right? You're coming with some damage, but you're working really, really hard, tirelessly, endlessly, you could say. You're working very hard to be healed of this, you know, to get out of that kind of state of mind or that kind of feeling of being damaged and hurt and all of that. You know, and you're focused more on getting to this point, which is harmony, peace, and things flowing well and being, you know, peaceful and just happy. So you're working endlessly, tirelessly to get to that point. And so I feel like this Ten of Swords is kind of talking about a place you were at or are at now, and you're working more towards, you know, the opposite of that, basically, you know, trying to heal. And so this is the beginning here. This is kind of where you started, and then you are trying to achieve harmony and get out of that whole damaged or broken kind of mindset or being hurt. You know, you're wanting to heal. So that's what you're working on all the time. And it's a lot of work. And I feel like, too, it is, it's really only work that you can do anyway, you know what I mean? So it is hard work because no one can really help you with it. I mean, they can, but they can't do it for you is what I mean. So a lot of weight on your shoulders, a lot on you only, and it's exhausting and it's tiring, and you kind of probably just wish it would be over with already. You know, you could be past it. But there's still some stuff that you're disappointed about. And so I feel like, you know, this is just the first part of your reading, but I do feel like there is, you know, some disappointment and, you know, letdown that you're still kind of thinking about and you're dwelling on a bit. So that's kind of what's holding you back a little bit. So that's just the beginning. Let's see what's coming towards you. So this is coming out for a reason right now. I know you're asking what's coming towards you, but this is coming out for some reason. So it's going to pertain to everything else here. So we'll start your cards now. Tell me what's coming towards her, considering what you've just told us about her state currently. And okay, well, first of all, we have a Libra or an Aquarius. Libra or Aquarius person, quite possibly. We also had Sagittarius here, but that could be you. But, you know, it could be a Sag in this situation, too. I mean, these are just the cards the signs I'm getting. But doesn't have to be any of these signs, by the way. It could, but it doesn't have to be. And these are just the ones that are coming out, so I'm letting you know. Okay, and the Fool is somewhere over there, and I'm not going to go get it, but I will incorporate that into the situation. So, first of all, could be an Aquarius or a Libra. Coming towards you. Another thing, too, is it's kind of perfect for what we were just talking about with you, because this is kind of exactly the partner that you would need. If it's not an Aquarius or a Libra, or even if it is, it's also talking about these, you know, what these cards also mean, which is fairness, justice, things are the way they're supposed to be, things are balanced, things are, you know, pleasant, and they're, you know, working out, like things are working smoothly, it's fair, it's balanced, it's equal, it's even, you know, with the Justice card there, like things are the way they should be, they're right, you know, things are just so, they're just right. And also with the Aquarius card here, the Star, we're talking about like there's a lot of positive energy here, a lot of hope, a lot of not wishful thinking in the sense of like you're just wishing and you're unrealistic, but you're you know, seeing positive, whereas before you were only seeing negative. You know, Five of Cups, focused on the past, spilt milk, and focused on something that you cannot change, and just dead focused on that. So now this person comes in and kind of adds some light to your life. That's good, that's awesome, that's what we need. You here, but this person as well, you know, comes in with a little bit of baggage as well, and what they come in with is, you know, they could be expecting a lot from you, because they come in with a cup missing. You see these cups here, well, in this deck it doesn't show the missing cup, but in other decks it shows like a missing cup, and that's representative of a missing, you know, the person feels like there's something missing inside. So with that, we see people oftentimes trying to look outside of themselves to fill whatever is missing, whatever they feel like is not there, and kind of try to fill the void there. And it's not the right choice, because nothing outside of you can fill you in a way that is, you know, going to actually be enough to heal you, you know? It's going to have to come from within. So this person kind of comes with some expectations, or maybe even just some wishful thinking.